Oh boy. Welcome to your first ever segment of 2090 Boys Sports Podcast. I'm the host, 2090 Boy, and we got the homeboy.
Dirty's Wild West, what's up?
Oh boy, we up in here about to talk about the AFC and NFC championship games, and then the hiring of Josh McDaniels, see what kind of fit he does for the Raiders. I personally think he might fill a void that they need, but we'll talk about that later. First thing we want to talk about is the AFC championship games. What do you got to say about that?
Pulled it off. I was kind of hoping they would. Surprised about the Rams and the Niners game. I really thought the Niners were going to pull through, but they did not. So.
As far as the AFC championship game, Mr. Joey Burrow, he came in clutch. We're going to call him Mr. October. I know it's January, but goddamn, he's playing like Reggie Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know, like, his center actually came from LSU too. His center and Jamar Chase. So you figure all three of them came from LSU. Think about how much experience they got together. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, man. You know what I mean?
No reason why they shouldn't win the Super Bowl.
And then Mr. Joe Mixon, you know what I mean? Big stepping. You know what I mean? Niner gang. But let's talk about the Chiefs meltdown. Mr. Patrick Mahomes, he wasn't playing like himself this year at all. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. They're going to have to fix something there. I think he got paid too much way too soon. And then maybe the money got to his head or something. I mean, what's your words on that?
They just get a little cocky and, sloppy. They've already won it. They've been there twice. They think they can just do what they want at this point. For 3 seasons they dumped on everybody, and after a while your head gets kind of big, and that's kind of what it seems like. You listen to them in their interviews, the way they speak, might take a couple seasons before they get a wake-up call and realize they got to take it back to the fundamentals.
Shit.
Humble themselves again.
They better get some corners over there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that D is weak.
Their D is weak, but, I mean, come on, But let's get on to the Niners and Rams game. What a huge disappointment about that one, Like, everyone pretty much thought that. Everyone's pretty much thought that, hey, we got a shoe-in. I mean, Mr. Shanahan was 6-0 against McVay recently until Sunday, and yeah, and then Reno. We'll talk about Reno later. But let's talk about fucking the Niners. Fucking, hey, that was a disappointment.
Ruined the trip.
That ruined the trip. That'll lead into Reno, goddammit, It's like, man, I wagered on the Bengals and the Niners for money line, something big, and we got the hard game out the way, which was the Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, I'm about to hit. You know what I mean? Niner game comes on. We're winning by 10 points. Ah, shit, we're doing good. Okay. Well, Lord and behold, another fourth quarter meltdown by Mr. Shanahan and Garoppolo.
Jimmy
Garoppolo. Bye-bye, boy.
You just got fired.
Bye-bye. Hey, we need Mr. Trey Lance up in there. You know what I'm saying? Trey Lance, you next, Cuddy. You know what I mean? Like, you're what we need for the way that the NFL is built around. Because Garoppolo, he don't know how to run. Ever since he got that ACL tear, he's been very limited on his mobileness. He was scared. Like, hell, look at his little news conference he did right after the game. It looked like he was getting ready to go post for GQ. Didn't even look like he played a football game. Like, come on, boss. You know what I mean? Like, where's your bumps and bruises at? I mean, what you think about that, man? I mean, that's some major league shit right there.
After a loss like that, you shouldn't look clean cut for the interviewer coming out the locker room, man. Should look like you got a plan for next season.
Yeah.
But you ain't going to be playing for next season because you're going to be bouncing around free agency most likely.
He was dressed up like he was about to go represent somebody. Like, goddamn. Like you didn't even look like you played in an NFC championship game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But it's pretty cut and dry what happened right there. Like, Garoppolo was part of the problem, but Mr. Shanahan. Let's go back to his prior seasons. Let's talk about the loss that he had with the Kansas City Chiefs in the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl. Bam, that's pretty evident what happened. We lost 10-point lead. And then, what was it, 20? They were losing by 21. They were winning by 21 against New England. They ended up losing the Super Bowl. He was with the Atlanta Falcons that year. And then we go back to Sunday. We're winning by 10. You know, the moral of the story is he has meltdowns, you know, and it's like he keeps beating himself over the head repetitively, like not only himself, but all the 49er fans, you know. It's like, damn, you keep gutting us. But another thing that didn't help us was when Tart, our safety, when he dropped that interception, hit him.
Right in the numbers, man. You butterfinger.
Yes. You know, like, it shouldn't have came down to all those, but it did. Like, we live when we learn.
Shit happens.
As long as we stay with the defense and the team that we got, like Debo, fucking Elijah Mitchell, like, we don't need Mostert no more with that tag that he has on him, because we could go get someone more valuable to that.
Get somebody in the draft.
Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're smoking on, we smoking on some cereal milk. You know what I mean? Shout out to the plug. Shout out to the sponsors.
Oh, boy.
Shout out to Official Smokers Lounge. Shout out to
Dirty's Wild West Barbecue.
Dirty Wild West Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we out here doing it in Stockton live and full in effect. You know what I mean? So, what do you think are the next steps for Shanahan? What do you think about that situation?
If they don't get rid of him, you better get a killer instinct or something, because you gotta fix that problem. Got a good team on his hands. I mean, look how far they got. There's no reason they can't repeat next year, you know, and maybe, you know, go all the way. There's no reason why they can't, but he needs some killer instinct for that fourth quarter, because that's where he seems to shit the bed.
I mean, honestly, I would like to say we overcame a lot of expectations, because everyone didn't see us exceeding to basically where we were one game away from the Super Bowl. But let's talk about the upcoming game, the big game, the Super Bowl, where you got the LA Rams, the Lambs, you know what I mean? They're at home. Hey, big shout out to the Rams. Hey, they deserve it. They beat us. You know what I mean? But they didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. You know what I mean? And then they're playing the Bengals. Yep. Mr. October, Mr. January himself, Joey Burrow.
I'm hoping the Bengals pull it off.
Yes, I'm rooting for Joey the Kid and Mr. Joe Mixon too.
Yep.
He's a hell of a stunt too. That kid right there, man. He's been a boss since he came into the league.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And he put up good fantasy numbers.
And he put up big fantasy numbers. And then bring in Mr. Burrow and Chase. Man. You know what I mean? It's a wrap. You know, it's like me personally, I say it's going to be the Bengals and then the over, whatever how the over-under is, it's going over like a mother, because all they got is Ramsey. Okay. Ramsey, you're going to be on Chase. Okay, you're going to double him, because Chase ain't going to be able to, Ramsey ain't going to be able to cover Chase all by himself.
That kid's good.
It's not gonna happen.
He's got some talent.
Like Ramsey, he's a step under. You know what I mean? Like Chase is like a what is it, a Ferrari? You know what I mean? Ramsey's like he's like he's breaking down. You know?
Broke down Volkswagen.
You know? And then Stafford, all they got to do, apply the pressure. That dude, Hubert won the lineman. Oh no, Cincinnati's got something golden going for them. Like they've been having their foot on the pedal for the last four weeks leading in. In week 17 or 18, I believe, right?
I think so. I can't remember, to be honest.
I think it was in week 18, and that was for Cincinnati to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was basically the same thing about this last game. You know, the Chiefs are winning. They have their own meltdowns, too. Yep. So that's why I believe Cincinnati's going to win, because they don't have meltdowns.
They're a young and hungry team.
Yeah.
They could be another dynasty team if that group can stay together and keep playing like that. That could be another good squad over there.
And what the trip is, the coach Erickson from Cincinnati, him and McVay. McVay's the coach from the Rams. They have prior history together in Washington. Look it up. Stat check. You know what I mean? And it's like another branch. It's like another branch from starting off with Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh branches down from Shanahan to Holmgren and all the other greats. You know, it's just
actually Bill Walsh came from the Raiders.
You know what I mean? But we were just talking about how
very short season though. He was only there for a short period.
Yeah, but he didn't do nothing with them. Bang, bang, Niner game. Rest in peace, Mr. Bill Walsh.
He learned a lot, though.
Yeah, he learned a lot to go to the Niners. Oh, man. So, what do you think? Who you got in the Super Bowl?
Bengals.
And what do you think about an over-under? Even though we're just going off the hit.
Who knows?
You think it's going to be a shootout, or you think it's going to be defense, more or less? Let's say the over-under is 55.
I'm kind of hoping for a shootout.
Shootout, huh? Shootout over defense?
Yeah. I like to see.
Yeah.
I like to see him get down.
Well, shit.
I mean, Stafford's got a gun, and so does Burrow. So.
Stafford's the wrong one to get down. Only one to get down is Mr. Joey Burrow, because that's Mr. October. He's swinging for the yards. You know what I'm saying? And he got Mr. Jamar Chase. He got T. Higgins, Mr. Tyler Boyd. You know what I mean? He got, you know what I mean? Like, he got receivers to compliment him.
Oh, yeah.
And then his tight end might be coming back, too. He was limping off the field, talking about his ACL or MCL might be torn or something. They say he has a good chance of playing in the Super Bowl. I'm like, wow. What'd you give him? Oh, man.
HGH.
Oh, man. Yes, sir. What do you think about this cereal milk?
Tasty.
Yes, sir. About to smoke some of this halal next.
Makes me want a bowl of tricks.
Yeah. Well, shit, you being a Raider fan, let me ask you this. I know we keep jumping subjects, but, you know, hey, give us a follow. You know what I'm saying? You'll start liking it. But what do you think about Mr. Josh McDaniels going to the Raiders? How do you feel about that? And they got a new GM, I think.
Yeah, I got rid of Mayock.
Mayock's gone.
I think there's a lot of potential there. I mean, you know, he came from a good system, and hopefully this time around, you know, he'll do better as a head coach than he did before. You know, he's got a lot more time under his belt, but we'll see what happens. You know, he is getting a good team, so we'll see what he can actually do with the talent that he has around him, and go from there. You know,
Yeah.
I like to look at things as one day at a time.
Yeah.
I don't like to look at as, oh, great, you know, we should smash when sometimes that ain't always the case.
You know, one thing I could defend Mr. Josh McDaniels about is this time around versus when he was with Denver, he didn't have a Hunter Renfro like the Raiders have you know what I'm saying, over there in Las Vegas. Like, he didn't have nobody in the slot over there in Denver. He may have had Wes Welker when he was ran down, but you don't want no ran down Wes Welker. You want Hunter Renfro in his prime. Look what he did last season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He balled. He balled. You know, even though he's you know, even though I'm a Niner fan, you know what I mean? But Mr. Renfro, hey, I'm a huge fan of him because he knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a slot.
Yeah,
as a slot
good
man.
slot receiver.
You know what I'm saying? He takes them blows. He takes them hits. You know what I mean?
Like an Ed McCaffrey.
Ed McCaffrey. What you know about Ed McCaffrey?
Classic Denver Raider rivalry back in the day.
Yeah.
They used to tear us up sometimes, man.
Oh, man. Shout out to these Coronas. You know? But me being the betting man, Garoppolo's seen his last season in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
He's
like...
done.
He's
either that or he's going to the bench. He's going to be the backup.
He ain't going to the bench. Not on that price tag, he ain't.
Ain't nobody going to pay him that no more after the way he melted down.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a guarantee. He was lucky he got that money, all because when he played in place of Brady for 6 games, he won. It's like, okay, he won 6 games as a backup for, you know, we didn't see the whole season.
Yeah, he's a toe tag more than anything.
Can't bet on someone because you saw him play 6 good games. Like, yeah, that's cool, but you need to see him through a whole season first.
I mean, he was living off of Brady. Like, we overpaid for his ass, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, but what else could you do? You got to root for the situation, you know, because you don't want to keep sucking, you know, because we were sucking at a time when we had Steve Bono, Gerback, like, man, like, all bad.
You know, the potential was there with Jimmy G. It just unfortunately didn't develop.
It wasn't there with him. The system didn't. It was different systems. He was doing good at first, but once he got hurt, that was when everything, like, because he didn't like running out the pocket or nothing. He was doing stupid. He was doing Matthew Stafford stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look where Matthew Stafford is.
Going to the Super Bowl.
You know what I mean?
He going to the Super Bowl though now.
They didn't have a meltdown like we did. Because honestly, that should be us. And another thing, you know, not to try to complain or nothing, but what it is, think about I don't know if you guys watched the game, but I mean, but the delay of games, they would always mess with us. They would always call delay of games right on time with us. But for the Rams, 2 or 3 times, I bullshit you not. Go watch it. 2 or 3 times it went past 0 seconds, and no delay of games. And you know, it's a trick. Even the commentators was like, "Well, damn, the referees are being awfully generous with it compared to fucking wanting to call it real quick on the Niners." Like, I don't know, but it's no complaining. You shouldn't have to really come down to none of that, but you know, but call it a really fair game. Why not? Man, hey, it leads to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, finding them and then not letting them coach it, not letting them referee, I mean, in the Super Bowl, what's that going to do? Shit, we still going to have the loss, like, but just got to start calling it there. Just got to start calling it there. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just something we just gotta look forward to in the off season with Mr. Trey Lance. Shout out to Debo Samuel though, man. Debo, my guy, you balled out this year, boss. You know what I'm saying? You balled out this year. Just know that. You know what I mean? And then Elijah Mitchell, you was a young stud that came out of nowhere too, pimping. You feel me? Imagine what you guys' potential is going to be with Trey Lance this coming season. You know what I mean? We just need to keep our pieces together. You know what I'm saying? Because last time we lost, everyone started fucking getting. It's like chess, an old chess game. Just, you know what I mean? Removing them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Mr. Kittle, he showed up. He showed up big this game. You know what I mean? But I think they just rely on Debo too much over there. Like everyone was saying, we need one more piece. One more piece. Like we need something because they'll box it up on Debo.
Yeah.
That's all they gotta do. Box up Debo and then bam. Hey. Crazy to keep getting them bricks and knocking your ass out, you know what I'm saying? you can only take those too many times, you know? But he is a stud. And he got heart. He plays the game with that heart. You know what I'm saying? So look forward to seeing that next season, you know what I mean? Hopefully, because we're young. And we're going to start off young. Lance, you better start getting in them books right now, Pippin. You know what I mean? A really sound-based team. Like, no one wants to leave. John Lynch, he don't want to leave. Unfinished business. D'Amico Ryans, he didn't want a second interview with the Minnesota Vikings. Why? He wants to learn more over there in Frisco. Why? It's unfinished business. Next year, we coming for you. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the Raiders, though?
It was a rough season. Let's put it that way. I didn't expect them to make it past the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad to say that being a Raider fan, but
did you really expect them to make as much sound as they did at the end of the year like that, though?
No.
Yeah. See.
No, I did not.
You know, hey, that was big. That was big for Vegas.
It was a lot of ups and downs this season.
Was,
hot one minute and cold the next.
Yeah, like Vegas, they capitalized on that big time. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they was bringing in the money all throughout the Raider game, and then everyone that went to go visit, they were in the casinos.
Yep.
Bling bling, shit. You know what I mean? Casinos was winning big time. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone probably was betting on the Chargers, which they ended up losing that game, you know?
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of Charger fans there.
There's a lot of other team fans there in general. I've had some friends go to the games, and they say it's like 50-50 half the time. You know, Raider fans and opposing fans. And that's what I said all along when they first started talking about that move, that's what would happen. It ain't like going to a home game no more when you go in there. It's like going to a fucking tourist attraction.
Man. Yeah, while everyone was paying attention to the NFL, let's talk a little bit about what Steph Curry did about to Porter, that kid Porter. Caught a little clips of it because I'm still mourning my loss. But that kid Porter, like Curry, he's been struggling. He's been struggling the last 6-7 games, I think. Right? While that kid Porter started talking shit to him in the third quarter or whatever. Mm-hmm. Curry went off for like 21, 24 points in the fourth quarter. Damn, he's right. He torched that kid. That kid, Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr., I think it was. You know what I mean? It was someone from the Rockets. You know what I mean? I just caught a little clips of it or whatever. I was like, oh, shit. I'm a Kings fan myself, you know. How about who's your squad in basketball?
Nobody really right now. I just enjoy the game. I just like watching, a good game. That's
what about baseball?
I mean, I don't even really like baseball, to be honest. But
You know,
if I got to support a team, I usually go with the Giants because that was my grandfather's favorite
oh
team.
boy, yes sir. Yeah, appreciate that.
Usually, anytime though, it's as long as the California team wins,
Man.
Bay Area, whatever, as long as it's there.
You ever tried that goddamn garlic fries in Frisco though? Oh boy, man.
Pac-Bell?
Yeah, any of the events in the Bay Area, them garlic fries go, man. You know what I mean?
They actually got some pretty good clam chowder bread bowls at the Giants Stadium too. They do need to take a little more bread out of them motherfuckers, but they are pretty good.
Tell them, shout out to the Giants, get that done, man. You know what I mean? Man, you know what I mean? Shit, let's get us sponsored, man. Shout out to some people that want to sponsor us. Let's get this cracking. First episode, you know what I mean? We just two people from Stockton. You know what I mean? Are you from Stockton, right?
Yeah, I've been out here for 6 years, so I call this home now. Yeah, I've bounced around California a little bit, but
okay,
I'm here now.
That's right.
I pretty much ain't going nowhere.
Man,
I love it out here. We got a lot of good people, good food. I love all the food trucks out here. Like,
I understand. You be having food too.
Yeah, every so often.
Yeah,
do a little pop up here and there.
Man, see, give him a follow for the menu. He does events and everything, you know.
Yeah, get down with the barbecue.
Barbecue, like shit, we all support one another. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Mad love. You know? So, what do you think about the upcoming season for you guys? What do you think?
I really hope that we pick up a receiver. We need a real receiver to bring a receiving threat to the team, because that's what I feel we don't have. We got a decent running back, system over there, but we need somebody to complement Carr with his arm, because I just feel like that's what we're missing, is a good deep threat receiver, or just a receiver in general that can just get the damn ball and do something with it. So I'm hoping it's probably not going to happen, but I'm hoping they do possibly pick up Devontae Adams in the offseason. But
hell,
I highly doubt it. I mean, Green Bay would be stupid to let him go.
Well, I mean, me personally, if Rodgers goes, Devontae goes, or vice versa.
Yeah.
There's even talks about Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh already. I'm like, well, damn, the season it's not even over yet. It's like you're already speculating where people are gonna be going.
Yeah. But I just hope for a good season, at least a winning season. That'd be nice. We we did finish off with a winning record this year, and that was good. But something a little better than that. Something a little bit further, along.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest too, I wasn't as into football this year as I was previous years. I kind of took a break from it and was focusing on some other things.
Yeah.
But I still kind of stayed in tune with it. I still did fantasy and all that. So,
yep. It's not like just turning on the TV and watching football though.
Nah.
Even college, even though it's like shit. I admit with college, I don't watch it as much as like I used to.
College football is pretty good sometimes.
Yeah.
I watched some pretty good games.
Just a rivalry week. Like the whole Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like Michigan's playing whoever. Like it's just like, man, like they really play because they love the game, because they don't get paid,
Yep.
And so I don't know. Well, for those of you that may want to acquire a beanie, hit me up at 209. Oh boy, 6 H's, B, and 5 Y's. You know what I'm saying? Tap in.
Oh boy,
I got 5 different colors. Shit, you know what I mean? The homie dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First show.
Thank you, sir, for having me on here. Appreciate it.
Yeah. We up out this bitch.